Hold up.
Hey guys, Chaos here, back again with another commentary. You guys just seem to love these things. But hope you guys are having a Majestic day. And yes, not Majestic today. I know it's Sunday, but I even changed my Twitter bio to say Majestic, but that's besides the point. You guys wanted another commentary, and this one is something that happened to me. Another grave event that's happened in my life to a point where I almost died. Unfortunately, well, I don't think I would have died. Like, the gates of hell was not ready for me, you know? They weren't ready. And my mistake, I wanted to say heaven, but the first word that came out was hell. I'm sorry, I guess. Either way, I was in a lot of pain and death was pretty near. But today I'm gonna tell you the time where my lung collapsed. For all you long-time subscribers, I'm pretty sure you may know the story, you may not know the story. I actually had to make a video about this, updating you guys back in 2012 when this all happened. Just to let you guys know that I didn't die. Like, I was still alive, just I couldn't upload, you know? Like, I was actually starting off YouTube back then too, so you can just imagine what was going through my mind at that moment. Me actually having to go to the... Let me just get into the story, okay? And keep this in mind, it all happened back in 2012, like 3 years ago. But it's so crazy because I feel like this happened all yesterday, you know what I mean? Just the pain itself was just excruciating. Anywho, on a very brisk evening in June of 2012, I was sitting at home editing one of my YouTube videos for the next day, because back in the day, I used to actually have my videos ready for the following day because my internet connection was shit. But it's all cool now. I kind of like do everything one day now, but that's besides the point. I was sitting there chilling, editing one of my videos. I was pretty much done with it, and I was about to make the thumbnail. Only little thing that really struck me was the extreme pain in my chest out of nowhere. Guys, I don't think you understand like the pain that I was feeling at that point. Here's a little example. You know those circus people who get those cannons shot at their stomach? Yeah, just imagine that, like 5 times stronger, but at your chest, like near your heart and everything, to the fact where you couldn't breathe. Yeah, that was me. And to be quite honest, this really does feel like it happened yesterday. Like the thing I remember is like the only thing that can relieve the pain was for me to put my head down on my desk, right in front of my laptop. Like, I remember this vividly too. I used to have a laptop when I started YouTube. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have, but I remember putting my head down and had a fan underneath my laptop so it can keep cool. And I remember the fan blowing wind into my face, and that actually kind of helped me a little bit. Like, I had a nice breeze while I was in pain. The laptop fan really did help me out. It really didn't help Sony Vegas from crashing while I was editing a video, but it had some purpose, right? Thank you, laptop fan, for putting me in a nice place while I was in pain. Anyway, the story goes on. I proceeded to go to my bed just to lay down, thought that would actually relieve the pain, because at this point, I had no idea what was going on. Like, the pain was just too much for me, and to be quite honest with you, I just wanted to finish my fucking video, my fucking thumbnail. Like, I just wanted to upload it and have it all done, but I really didn't know what to do. I thought it was maybe gas, maybe a cramp in my chest. I did eat prior to this. I usually eat before I edit my videos anyway, so possibly it could have been gas is what I was thinking. But like I said, I laid down on my bed. I couldn't lay on my back at all whatsoever. Like, the pain was just weighing down on me. Kind of like if you're at the gym and maybe your hands are just too slippery while you're doing the bench press and the fucking bar slips out of your hands onto your chest. Okay, that's kind of happened to me before, but this pain actually was worse. Like, there was no one spotting this shit. I did proceed to call my parents though. My mom rushed in first because she's the loving mother that she is. Then my dad soon followed after. I'm pretty sure he was outside cutting the grass. He usually cuts the grass on a Sunday, but they proceeded to ask me what was happening, what was going on. They told me to roll onto my stomach, and that actually relieved the pain a lot better than being on my back. So thank you for that tip, parents. I appreciate it. But they were saying the same thing as well. They were saying that it could just be a cramp, maybe gas built up from my dinner earlier, and honestly it seemed pretty convincing. Like, they were saying, hey, we should just probably go to the hospital and go to the doctor, but I refused. I was just like, no, the pain will go away. Like, I had school the next day. I had something important to do at school, like a project or something, so I didn't want to miss it. I just wanted to get the whole project done and over with. So of course I went to school the next day, not knowing what this pain was at all, and during one of my favorite subjects, gym, because we didn't do shit in gym except for I like to run around the track. But my fun slowly turned into crippling depression. I couldn't run. Like, I could, but not for too long, and I got super freaking tired. Hey, aren't you proud of me? I said freaking and not the other word. Yay, progress. Okay. The second day, on that Tuesday, I ended up going to the nurse. They said, oh yeah, it's just probably pain. It'll go away. Fucking nurse, thanks for the help. I thought you were supposed to be like a Virgin Mary healing me on the spot and shit. Like, that shit didn't happen. So I guess not. I ended up waiting 2 days having this pain way down on me. And on that 4th day, I decided that it was probably time to to go to the hospital. And I'm pretty sure, I think we took x-rays. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember too well, but they wanted to rush me right into the emergency room. And on that day, I remember freaking out because it was in the afternoon and I had a video already ready to publish, ready to upload and whatever, but I couldn't because I wasn't at home. And that day, they said I needed surgery. They told me everything that was going on, saying that I had a collapsed lung and what caused it. And honestly, to be honest, the cause was fucking retarded. Like, they explained to me that there was like this air bubble, this air pocket on the lung that just develops out of nowhere. There's like no cause for it at all. They simply called it a bleb. Like pleb, but bleb. Exactly. Fucking retarded. Like, just imagine the emotional stress that I was going under, just knowing that a bleb almost ended my life. But no, they also explained that a collapsed lung couldn't end your life unless both of your lungs were collapsed and it was more than 70%. It was only my left lung that was collapsed and was only 40% collapsed, but they made such a big deal out of it, you know? I was freaking out. And guys, like, I was a nerd back then. Like, the only thing that was on my mind at the moment was like me doing YouTube. Like, my first year, like, things are gonna go downhill, but it's okay, because you know why? There's always a happy ending to a story, okay? Like, I wouldn't be telling it because I'd be fucking dead. What? But anyway, here's a little Bill Nye science for you guys. Pretty much, since there was a bleb on my lung, this bleb seemed to pop. And when it popped, it exerted pressure, pushing down on my lung. So that's the reason why the lung got collapsed. Yeah, it's fucking weird, right? It's just like me. Like, I would have never thought that would happen to me ever, you know? Anywho, I went into surgery. The fucking anesthesia made me go crazy, dude. Like, I passed out in seconds, but I woke up. I woke up around family. My aunt was there, my mom and my dad. My grandmother was sitting down in a corner. She was, I think, reading a magazine, waiting for me to wake up. But I woke up and I freaked out because there was like a tube coming from my chest. Yes, there was a tube coming from my chest. The tube was there for airflow, pretty much. And once I looked down to see where the tube was connected, there was this little tiny machine on the ground. It was actually a little tiny box with a little handle on it. Fucking, I would have thought it was pretty awesome, but I was in shock at the moment. I was like, dude, why is this? Why? And it vibrated, soft little. Yeah, I thought I was fucking Cyborg from that one TV show back in the day, but it was fucking crazy, okay? Like, I really didn't know what was going to happen after that, but it was a pretty simple recovery process. I stayed in the hospital for 3 days, which I really don't know how I fucking did, dude. Like, that's crazy to me. But I remember all my friends coming to visit me at one point. I remember getting all the food that I wanted, even ice cream. But after those 3 days, I was fine. Like, the pain was still kind of there, but the doctors, they gave me this little tube to breathe into. This tube had a marking on it to where I had to blow into it, and the marking would go up and up and up, like the movie with the chubby fat kid and the old dude. And it would mark my performance, my breathing. This was to help strengthen my lungs, okay? Lung exercise, if you may. And I think it was 4 times or 5 times a day I would have to practice and breathe inside this thing. And the higher it went, that's when you knew I was back in business. After those 3 days, I recovered and I was able to return back home to YouTube. Finish that fucking thumbnail, finally. Was able to post that video, but like I said first, I had to make an update video letting you guys know that I didn't fucking die. But if you guys want to see that video, I'll post it in the description below so you can check that out. Pretty crazy event that's happened to me in my life. Because like I said, it's like my first time ever in surgery. Like, I've never had a doctor put his hand inside me ever, you know, like in my chest, in my chest. Okay, I could have died well, the collapsed lung couldn't have killed me, but I could have fucking died either way. So guys, what I hope you learned from this is make sure you finish your thumbnails as quick as you can if you do YouTube, okay? Also, if you're in excruciating pain, especially when it has to do with your chest, don't wait 4 fucking days until you go to the hospital. Yeah, you might end up with a tube in your chest and be superhero as fuck. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that long, detailed story about the day my lung collapsed and the 4 days following that of me in pain. But if you guys definitely want more of these type of videos, because I've seen a lot of you guys comment, hey, let's get another video, you describing yourself almost dying at some point in your life. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to leave a like. Your guys' support recently has just been crazy. And just by the increase of likes, I've noticed that you guys actually want to see more of these videos. So if you guys definitely want more, just let me know in any way you can. Just don't yell. You might yell to the point where your lung might fucking collapse. But thanks so much again, you guys. Appreciate all the support. Always stay majestic. Fuck, I fucked up. Stay meme-jestic and have an amazing day, because I will catch you guys next time. Jeez, that was so Dragon Ball Z-like.